You know, I think. And didn't you just give a lecture at, I want to say Harvard? Maybe it was
Princeton. I spoke at Princeton. I spoke at Brown. I spoke at a lot of the Ivy League schools. I spoke at a lot of the almost all the Pac-12 schools. And the irony is I didn't go to college.
That's what I was going to bring up.
Right, I didn't go to college. They're like, "Where did you go?" I was like, "That's not the point." But part of what I do now, outside of the work as an artist, I tour around and talk at colleges, do poetry sets at colleges, but also talk about my experience as an artist, and also as a Filipino American actor over 30 years in this industry where there's no Filipino roles. It's a very fascinating subject. Kids in Asian American studies classes do papers on my career and my life, which is crazy, right?
Wow.
Which is you're like, how does that work?
Right.
And and we're still in the middle of working at it and seeing what we're doing. And I'm now in my life as in my 40s, I started We On the 8th, which is an Asian American arts collective where we're kind of helping to cultivate the next generation of Asian American content creators. And so I have a production company in Hawaii called Kinetic Films. We do Asian American Pacific Islander films. And so part of, again, the maturation of the artist is not all about you in your career as you get older. It's like you've been fortunate to garner a certain amount of success, and the hustle of your own never stops as far as the stories I want to tell, the roles I want to play. Auditioning never stops, but the having the ability to kind of create opportunities for others becomes more important now, especially the next generation. So it's been really fascinating.
So you're the leader, man. That's why people were writing papers at you.
Yeah, out there building.
Seriously though, you're first through the door on a lot of things, and I think that's a valuable thing because now you can take the wisdom that you've gained and help others.
Are you in a textbook?
I'm probably, I'm in the textbook.
Right.
So I don't know certain things. I just got offered we just closed a deal about doing me writing a book about my life, which is crazy because it's like about the first part of my life to a certain degree. But at the same token, I said I'm down. I'll be interested. I think it's an interesting exercise and kind of like looking back at what it all means. And I think really because the world's changed so much, like even though I'm young and our generation's still young, it's like the world's totally changed. Traditional media and digital media, where the world's going now, it's been a seismic shift in like the paradigm shift in the world. It's like it's almost writing about another time. And we're like the last generation from that time. I tell people when I started making movies, like if you guys been on movie sets, we've all been on movie sets, right? And there's monitors and all this kind of stuff. Even on indie movie shoots, there was no monitors. When I first started shooting movies, there was no monitors on the set.
Yeah, you had to get dailies. You
got to get dailies. You would literally, the director would look through the piece, the DP is looking at it. I would be a kid on the set, like, can I see what we're shooting? He's like, yeah. And you would look through the little Panavision camera, the eye finder, and I would see what they're shooting, and it was like, oh, that's what we're shooting? Like, literally, no one, do you understand? The people that are filmmakers now, like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no one could see what was going on.
And it was set more tense because of that?
No, actually, it was a different kind of thing because the director was less. Now everyone, this is one of my big qualms about a lot of young filmmakers. Everyone's so obsessed with the frame. Everyone's around Video Village and just kind of like all about what's going on. Where when that's taken away, you know what I'm saying? You go, where's the frame line? Everyone kind of creates it in there. They can see it different. They're looking at the actual set. They're not looking at a monitor. They're looking at the what's there in real life. And the director would be less into the monitor, more into the actors and the scene, and he'd be like. And it'd be more about seeing what it is, and you would. There was a magic to doing that because when it was done, when you got the scene, when there was magic in the air, you could feel it's tangible, and it wasn't like watching it on TV. It was more like theater because it was in the room. It was like when someone does something magical in a scene on stage, right? The air is different.
Well,
there's something. It's like. It's electricity in the air, and we all could feel it. And it's different to see it and feel it in real life than to like look at it in the monitor and go, you know what I'm saying?
The monitor's a distraction.
The monitor's a distraction.